Okay, here we go. It's the
Here we go.
it's the WSJM morning show, the video live stream edition for your Monday, September 22nd, 2025. I'm Ken Lundberg. Mike Weibel is over there.
Here I am.
It's very good to see you, Mike. We missed
Thank
you.
you. Thank you very much.
We missed you. We've got a lot to talk about. A lot has happened since we last saw you, including the president today holding a news conference about Tylenol use during pregnancy potentially being one of the causes of autism.
Yeah.
I mean, I think today's news conference is going to be fascinating in that it'll either be one of the most groundbreaking revelations or one of the most litigious announcements ever.
It's going to be a black eye to somebody. It's just a matter of who's going to end up with a black eye.
Right.
Pharmaceutical companies are going to look really bad, or the administration is going to look like really bad.
Yeah. So are they talking about acetaminophen? Are they talking about a mix of things? What is it exactly that they're going after? But basically, multiple media sources in Washington have said that the Trump administration will announce that Tylenol use during pregnancy could contribute to the development of autism. The president and his advisors also expected to discuss a potential treatment for autism, the drug leucovorin. So, and no one in my family has autism, but I know a lot of people who do have children with it and are living with it. And so it ranges the spectrum, how people are affected by that. And so I'm incredibly curious about what the administration is going to say on causes, if they think this is the majority of why it happens, or if it's just one of many causes. But this treatment for it, is it like early on? Is it during? Is it, and how,
and is it in trial, or is it already approved?
Right.
Or
so I don't know anything about this, and so I'm very curious about it. But it'll be interesting, and like you said, it's going to be a black eye on somebody. So we'll see on that.
Let's just hope they've done their homework.
Yeah, right. And they didn't have a lot of time to do it.
No,
because they just started this the study in April, something like that. But I'm sure they're relying on a lot of information that was gathered prior to that. So
anyway, hope somebody stayed in the Holiday Inn Express
and became a medical researcher overnight. Other things that we'll talk about. We were talking in the news earlier this morning about that horrible social media video. The video, I mean, it was captured by the mother of the player, by the way.
Yeah.
So we're talking about Lakeshore JV playing a football game last Thursday afternoon and Thursday night, and against Kalamazoo Central.
Yes.
And one of the players, nowhere near where the ball was, basically performing a WWE wrestling type body slam.
Yeah.
Horrible, nowhere near what sportsmanship should be. And as we talked about last hour, I'm surprised that the young person isn't facing assault charges.
Yeah, I mean, especially when you watch it, he obviously blocked him or knocked him down, but then got back up to his feet, jumped up in the air, and pounced on him again.
Right.
Yeah, it wasn't like, hey, it's football, things happen. It's just a blatant assault.
Do they even have that in the rule book where a player is told, hey, after the person's already down, you go back, take a running start, and jump up and hit him again?
Yeah, I don't think that's an official manual.
Like, anyway, so we'll talk about that here in a couple of moments. Just for a moment, though. The schools say that they're dealing with it. There are reports that the kid's been suspended and thrown off the football team. Don't have anything confirmed because the school officials, probably rightfully so, are saying we're not commenting on the students. So
here's the question, though. Should he not be allowed to go to school? I mean, I can understand kicking him off the football team in sporting events, but if another kid, a kid in school commits a crime off of school property,
got to get to news.
Okay.
Hold on. Hold that thought. In just a moment. We'll be right back. It's the WSJM Morning Show.
27cash.com.
WSJM News now.
Team coverage from the WSJM newsroom on News Talk Sports 94.9 WSJM.
And good morning and welcome to the WSJM Morning Show for your Monday, September 22nd. I'm Ken Lundberg. Here with me co-hosting this morning, Mike Weibel is back. Good to see you.
Thank you so much.
We've got 64 degrees and cloudy skies in Benton Harbor, 65 and cloudy in St. Joseph, 65 and cloudy in South Haven. It's going to be a mostly cloudy day.
Pretty much.
Yeah,
Sums it up, yep.
Pretty much. 50% chance of showers and storms today. Maybe some thunder rolling through. High around 75 degrees. Winds out of the southwest, about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Tonight's forecast, partly cloudy, 30% chance of showers and storms, low of 64. And Tuesday, we're looking at partly cloudy skies, a 30% chance of showers, and a high around 75 degrees. Tigers have the day off. Lions have the day on. The Detroit Lions have a game today. It's Monday Night Football. It's against the Baltimore Ravens. It'll be in Baltimore. The Ravens... the Lions at the Ravens tonight, Monday Night Football. We have it here on WSJM. Starting this year, this season, we've got them back. WSJM is your official Detroit Lions football station.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't realize that.
Yep, we do. So we're going to have the pregame show starting at 7:10 this evening here on WSJM, and then we'll have the game.
And is Brett calling that game?
No.
Oh,
no. We'll have we keep him on the Bears. Because we have the Lions, the Tigers, the Bears.
The Bears.
So we have this is the Detroit feed. So if you're a Detroit fan, you'll appreciate the Detroit Lions feed.
Gotcha.
And that's where you're going to hear it, is right here on WSJM. So again, 7:10 pregame show, and the kickoff will be probably around 8:15 is what we have. So that's going to be on WSJM. You're going to hear it here. Some of the news that we have from the WSJM newsroom: a Lakeshore High School junior varsity football player was hospitalized last Thursday after being injured during a game against Kalamazoo Central. Video shared on social media widely shows an opposing player jumping on the 15-year-old during the third quarter, resulting in what his parent confirms are 2 spinal fractures. The student is recovering at home but will miss the rest of the season. Both schools say they're handling the incident internally, and the Michigan High School Athletic Association says it's aware of the situation. Longtime WSJM announcer Al Pacholka says the incident is incredibly troubling.
I've been broadcasting high school and college games since 1984, and frankly, I've never seen anything like that. But I have noticed over the last 2 or 3 years an increase in flagrant fouls, in students losing control, arguing with coaches and each other. And there's something going on with our young people, that they've lost that personal connection.
Kalamazoo Central School Principal Valerie Boggin put a statement on social media acknowledging the event, saying lives were changed in a single moment, and she's devastated. The child was injured. There must be accountability and consequences. There must also be room for learning, healing, and moving forward. The principal went on to say she'll not comment on the status of her student, except to say the behavior was addressed and the student has received consequences consistent with the Kalamazoo Public Schools Student Code of Conduct and in compliance with the MHSAA regulations. The Berrien County Health Department is clarifying new vaccine guidance. Health Officer Guy Miller says the federal government has updated recommendations for the MMRV shot. That covers measles, mumps, rubella, and chickenpox.
Really, this is what the Berrien County Health Department has been practicing since 2010 when the immunizations came out. If it's a first-time immunization and it's between that 12 to 15-month age range, we've provided 2 separate vaccines, 2 separate pokes.
Miller says the overall message remains the same. Parents should vaccinate their children. He adds that there are differences between state and federal guidance on COVID vaccines, with availability depending on the provider. The numbers are in, and Silver Beach County Park in St. Joseph reports they had a busy summer, though traffic was slightly down from last year. Berrien County Parks reports about 73,500 vehicles entered their parking lot, a 4% drop from 2024, which was a record-setting year. Environmental property manager Jason Field says weather played a role, but overall numbers remained pretty strong.
We've conducted studies on that. I think we, on average, have about 718,000 visitors come annually. And, a portion, most of that's going to be in the summertime. I think about 550,000 are people coming within the 3 months of peak summer.
Lifeguards handled 130 first aid assists, reunited 64 children with families, performed 2 water rescues, and managed 19 days of high-risk swim conditions. They probably also went through about 56 gallons of sunblock.
Yes.
No, just kidding. I don't know how much they win. Hopefully they were wearing sunblock. Other stories that we have. Tickets are on sale now for the Denise Bone Pink event. That is set for October 10th at the Inn at Harbor Shores. Organizer Katie Hess says the fundraiser continues the work started by the late news reporter and breast cancer survivor Denise Bone.
We wanted to keep the idea going, so we named it in her honor. We've changed it over the years to be more inclusive of people going through all cancers, not just breast cancer, but we kind of keep the pink thing going also in honor of how we started.
The evening will feature food, entertainment, and the Denise Bone Promise Award. Proceeds will benefit Betty's Buddies, supporting families affected by cancer.
So we find nonprofits that, are supporting people locally and then give the money to them. It's more private organizations or personal organizations, so people who don't have as much of a reach.
Hess says tickets are selling quickly and encourages early purchase. Again, we have more information at our website, WSJM.com. And the Van Buren District Library says its hotspot lending program is closing the digital divide. Director Dan Hutchins says the library launched the program in 2022 with 210 hotspots and has since doubled that number.
And it took about 3 or 4 months for the news to spread that the library was offering the service. But once word got out there, we just found we couldn't keep them on the shelves.
This year, patrons used the hotspots to access more than 312,000 gigabytes of data.
Wow.
That's a lot of data.
That's a lot of data.
Well, they release these things on Netflix. You got to binge the whole season.
Right.
No,
and watched at the library.
Making the library Mobile Beacon's largest user.
Many of these areas just actually don't have access to fiber optic internet.
Nearly 3,900 patrons have checked out hotspots this year. Hutchins says the program is helping people connect for school, work, and family.
And Ted Lasso.
On Apple. Yeah, all right. So that's a look at some of the news that we have in the WSJM newsroom. We've got more to talk about. We'll start that on the video live stream here in just a moment. Right now, we do have sports with Dave Wolf. All right, on the video live stream.
So I was in Walgreens yesterday.
Yeah.
And buying stamps, actually. If you need stamps, you can go to Walgreens to get stamps.
Okay. Can you buy individual stamps, or do you have to buy a big book, or what?
I had bought a book.
Big sheet?
Yeah.
Okay.
But when I was in there's some older ladies that were talking, and the question is, with some of the changes to Medicare, do you still get a free COVID vaccine?
Oh.
And I was like, and the cashier was like, I don't know. And everybody was like, I don't know.
Yeah. A lot of people don't. I don't know.
I don't either. So I looked it up, and yes, you do. You still get a free vaccine if you want one.
Okay, so state the requirements again. Basically, your Medicare.
Yeah, if you're on Medicare,
okay,
you have Medicare, then your vaccine would be covered under Medicare to get that at Walgreens or wherever you get your shot.
Do you get the COVID vaccine? You don't have to answer if you don't want to.
No, I did it originally. I got the original one plus I think a booster.
Yeah.
But I haven't gotten recently COVID vaccine.
Yeah, I think I got one last year. I mean, I've been okay about getting them. I'm thinking about getting it this year, just because, I mean, the symptoms, like the razor blade throat, they don't make that sound nice.
No.
That doesn't seem very nice at all.
No. I don't know. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how this cold and flu season goes.
Yeah, I've got to go get my flu shot, too, because it's about that time.
It is.
Yeah. I don't know.
They did say, though, if you were going to get, and I don't know when the data is on this one, but you should wait because, there's only...
Wait for the new variation?
Yeah, and wait for to get your shot closer toward the wintertime.
Oh, okay.
So wait at least 3 months before you get the updated COVID-19 vaccine.
Okay. Well, we'll get additional guidance when it comes out, and that's the problem is there's not a lot of guidance, consistent guidance. So there's not one clear voice, once again, speaking as far as who should get what, when, and which ones it's going after. Because, I mean, just like the flu vaccine,
Right.
The panel meets and says, okay, these are the ones that are causing the most problems and they're most prevalent. We're going to guess that these are the ones we should vaccinate most people against. I hope the same thing's happening with COVID.
Right.
But anyway,
how long has it been since you've had the flu?
I really don't know when or if I've had the flu.
Ever?
I mean, I've had a cold. I've had many colds, but I didn't go to the doctor and he said, "Oh yeah, that's flu." I mean, if I get sick, I eat soup. I drink soup.
Right.
And hot sauce.
Right.
With hummus.
Hot sauce
and crackers.
Hummus. Yeah. There you go.
I burn it out of my body.
It's warm.
No, I don't know. How about you?
Yeah, it's been a long time, and I know for me personally, obviously
I had COVID. I remember that.
Yeah, I do remember that.
Yeah,
couldn't taste anything for a week.
Yeah,
and that's when I told my wife at that time, just make me anything.
Yeah,
mix and match. It doesn't matter. It all tastes like plastic anyhow. So
it all tastes horrible.
Right. So, but no, I mean, I try to drink plenty of water. I've got my thing today. I'm trying to drink. Get all my water in because it helps you to fight all that stuff off.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good point. I do get the vegetarian friendly little zinc type gummies or whatever.
Yeah.
And Stephanie and I, we pop those, especially during cold and flu season on a regular basis because it doesn't hurt.
No, not at all.
Unless we'll hear in the news conference later today that it does.
Yeah. and a side note, zinc is horrible.
No. Yeah, anyway. All right. It's the WSJM morning show. The what else do we have coming up that I want to talk about? Oh, the border czar. Have you heard of this one? Tom Homan.
Yeah.
He's the border czar. The Department of Justice has shut down an investigation involving Tom Homan, the border czar, in which he had been recorded allegedly accepting cash from FBI agents who were posing as business executives, like a duffel bag full of $50,000 cash.
Really?
Yeah. And so that was, well, we'll talk about it here in a moment, but I read that and I thought, okay, now this sounds incredibly fishy.
It does.
Because if the FBI has you on tape accepting a bag of cash for something,
right?
How do you get nominated for border czar?
Right.
Because the FBI is responsible for background check.
Yes.
Wouldn't that have flagged something?
You would think.
All right. So,
and why wouldn't you get Bitcoin?
Ask for Bitcoin.
Right.
Ask for gold. Do what Senator Menendez did. I want a Mercedes and I want gold.
Right.
All right. 7:17. It's the WSJM morning show.
My name is Elmer J. Fudd. I'm a millionaire. I'm a mansion and a yacht.
Yeah. My brother had the flu. That's what killed him.
Really?
Yeah.
That's sad.
Yeah. Well, and he drank too much. So, yeah. He knew he did. So,
okay.
Yeah. Anyway, flu's bad stuff.
It is.
Yeah. Sorry, I was just reading one of the things on here. There was a respiratory flu about 6 years ago, and I think that was about same timing. I'd have to go back and check.
It is crazy when you see sometimes young people that die of the flu.
Yeah.
That are healthy, and it just.
It gets you.
Yeah.
All right. We got to get back on the radio. It's WSJM Morning Show.
Storm. The heaviest activity will be south and east of us. High temperatures today at 75. We'll drop to 64 tonight, still with a few showers. And tomorrow, partly sunny skies, a few showers here and there, and high still right around 75. We'll top out in the mid-70s again on Wednesday. I'm Chief Meteorologist Carrie Peugeot.
The Morning Show with Ken Lundberg on WSJM.
It's the morning show, WSJM Morning Show with Ken and Friends.
Hey, congratulations.
And we have Mike Weibel here as well.
Yeah, there you go.
No, I'm Ken Lundberg. Mike Weibel is here with me. We're glad to have him back. It's Monday, September 22nd. We've got more to talk about this morning. And one of the things that we were talking about just on the video live stream on YouTube, Facebook, and our WSJM app just a second ago was the Department of Justice and our Homeland Security border czar.
Right.
So this was an interesting story. So just to reset for a second, the Department of Justice has apparently closed an investigation involving President Donald Trump's border czar, Tom Homan, in which he had been recorded. Remember Abscam? Remember that?
Mm-mm.
Was it Abscam? Where anyway, in which Homan had been recorded allegedly accepting cash from FBI agents who were posing as business executives.
Okay.
That's what multiple sources familiar with the matter have told ABC News. And they say the sting operation stemmed from a broader public corruption probe. It was not initially targeting Homan, but it led agents to an encounter in which they recorded Homan allegedly accepting a bag containing $50,000 in cash while agreeing to potentially help the men obtain government contracts. In the event that President Trump, or then candidate Trump, would win the 2024 election. So basically, he's on video saying, "Hey, I'm a big Trump supporter. I've got sway with the president, and this is alleged, and so I can help you get government contracts.
Oh,
but what are you gonna do for me?"
Right.
And the business executives pass him a bag of cash and say, "Here you go. You can do this." So the sting operation, the investigation, they say, is started during the Biden administration, and it was handed over to the Trump administration. Officials briefed the Justice Department leadership about it in the early days of the Trump presidency as part of their ongoing effort to vet personnel who had been appointed to senior leadership posts in his administration. Investigators at the time were still working to determine whether Homan would have followed through on arranging the government contracts, as some in the Justice Department questioned the legal viability of the charges themselves in a scenario where Homan had proposed the government contract when Trump's election victory wasn't yet guaranteed. So it's like, well, so anyway, the investigation began in 2024. It was based out of the Western District of Texas. The Homan encounter was recorded by undercover agents, and the probe stretched into the Trump administration, where internal discussions were held over whether charges were warranted before the DOJ and the FBI apparently shut it down. They say the shuttering of the investigation, formalized in the early days of the Trump administration, has raised some concerns among current and former Justice Department officials about the Trump administration further politicizing the Justice Department by protecting high-profile officials from legal scrutiny. Can you imagine being the Trump administration folks in the room when the FBI folks come around and say, "Hey, welcome to the administration. Welcome to Washington, D.C. It's good to have you here. Hope the transition's going well.
Right.
By the way,
right.
your borders are. We happen to have them on tape accepting a bag of cash. Do you want some more detail on that?"
Yeah. Do we want to update that, or do we look the other way?
ABC News has requested comment from the Justice Department, FBI, and the White House. They didn't receive a response. They even signed it Jimmy Kimmel. Jimmy Kimmel wants to know.
Right.
No, they didn't say that. They did not say that. In a statement to ABC News, FBI Director Kash Patel and Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche confirmed the probe and said it was subjected to a full review by FBI agents and Justice Department prosecutors, and they said they found no credible evidence of criminal wrongdoing. So they're not saying it didn't happen. They're just saying it wasn't criminal. Whatever happened, whatever might have happened,
it wasn't a violation of law.
Wasn't a violation of law. And again, so what you say is, well, so there's somebody who has said, I hold sway with the Trump folks. If he's elected, I can do my best to get you government contracts. And that basically sounds like a lobbying role.
Right.
If that is a lobbying role, you'd probably have to register at some point.
Yes.
But then by the time the president got elected and sworn into office, he became border czar. So it didn't really matter.
Interesting.
Because he didn't have to register as a lobbyist. I guess.
I wonder but I would think he'd have to register the gift, you would think.
Well, he wasn't a government official at the time.
No, good point.
Yeah, so did he keep the cash? That's a great question.
Right.
Or did the FBI say, haha,
yeah, gotcha.
Take backs?
Right.
Yeah, so anyway. White House Deputy Press Secretary Abigail Jackson has criticized the probe, saying it's blatantly political and found no evidence of illegal activity. And it's yet another example of how the Biden Department of Justice was using its resources to target President Trump's allies rather than investigate real criminals and the millions of illegal aliens who flooded our country. Jackson further said Homan has not been involved in any decisions by the White House to award government contracts. She said he is a career law enforcement officer and lifelong public servant who is doing a phenomenal job on behalf of President Trump and the country. So there you go.
There you go.
Yeah. 724 WSJM morning show continues. Anything else on that?
Nope.
Okay. That's fine. You want to talk about TikTok?
Sure.
We can talk about TikTok.
Talk about it.
All right. President Donald Trump has said in an interview that aired yesterday that conservative media baron Rupert Murdoch and his son Lachlan are likely to be involved in the deal to save TikTok.
Oh, really?
Fox News going to own TikTok.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, how about that? A man named Lachlan is involved, Trump said on Fox News' Sunday briefing. Lachlan Murdoch, Rupert Murdoch, probably going to be in the group. I think they're going to be in the group, the president said. Trump also said that Oracle executive Larry Ellison and Dell Technologies CEO Michael Dell are also likely to be involved in this TikTok deal. They're doing a lot to save TikTok.
Yeah.
I mean, so the Chinese own it. They basically ByteDance owns it, but the Chinese own ByteDance, right?
Right.
And we're concerned about the algorithms. We're concerned about the data mining and the effect it's having on our youth. So, is this a good thing that we're keeping TikTok around?
I don't know.
Yeah. Do you use it?
Not much.
Yeah.
Not much.
Do you have it downloaded on your phone?
I do.
Do you have the WSJM Smart app?
Of course I do.
Okay, good.
I'm not a dummy.
All right. So anyway, the president said a couple others, really great people, very prominent people will be involved in it. He said they're also American patriots, and they love this country, so I think it's going to do a really good job. A person familiar told CNBC that Lachlan Murdoch is unlikely to participate in the deal individually, but it would be Fox Corporation that would play the role there. So there you go. So TikTok still on yet another extension to keep operating in the United States. It's been how long since Congress cracked down on TikTok? It was during the Biden administration, right?
Yeah.
So anyway, we've given them extension after extension to continue operating. In the meantime, and brainwashed how many kids?
Tons.
Yeah. Anyway, so all right. Allegedly,
there's all kinds of kids that think they
allegedly.
can dance.
Yeah. You're right about that. All right. One more story, and then we have to get to some messages. This is unfortunate. Tigers. You like tigers?
I do.
I like tigers. They're pretty. There was an animal handler who does not. An animal handler in Hugo, Oklahoma, unfortunately killed by a tiger under his care at a preserve for big cats in southeastern Oklahoma. Did you know they had tigers in Oklahoma?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You seen him?
Tiger King.
Oh, was he in Oklahoma?
I believe so.
Oh, geez. Okay. Growler Pines Tiger Preserve said in a statement that Ryan Easley unfortunately died Saturday in an accident involving a tiger at the property near Hugo, not far from the Texas border. This tragedy is a painful reminder of both the beauty and the unpredictability of the natural world. Ryan understood those risks not out of recklessness, but out of love. The animals under his care were not just animals to him, but beings he formed a connection with, one rooted in respect, daily care, and love. All tours been canceled till further notice.
I think he overshot that prediction a little bit.
I would say, yikes. I mean,
especially when he started wearing the meat cologne.
You're bad. You're so bad. All right. The preserve is a private facility where visitors can book tours to view tigers and see demonstrations on how the animals are trained and cared for, according to their website.
Walks in that cage and that tiger says, "How you doing?"
Oh man. I mean, at the end of the day, even your best friend, your dog, can snap at you if it's not feeling in a great mood. So you got to watch that. You got to watch that carefully. All right. WSJM Morning Show continues, 7:28. We've got Bloomberg financial news. Federal Reserve cut rates last week.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see what the economy and other business news has in store this week. More coming up in just a moment right here on the WSJM Morning Show.
Have you been
Yeah, tigers in captivity, especially in Oklahoma. I would be grumpy too.
Oh, yeah. Hot, dry.
Yeah.
Always being fed.
You got to watch the Sooners.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh. Not good.
All right. Let's see. Oh, this one is a longer article, but we can talk about it a little bit now. Artificial intelligence and outsourcing rapidly reshaping the workforce, forcing employers and employees alike to ask a pressing question about the future of work. Which jobs are safe and which are at risk? So since the time that you joined the show, AI has really developed into a major force that's basically jumping by leaps and bounds.
Right.
I do remember, you and I, we talked about it. And one of the things I thought early on is attorneys better be careful.
Yeah.
Because, and we've seen it, but attorneys better be careful because if there's precedent if there's a bank of information
Correct.
that is, here's what the law is, and somebody can put the right prompt in there. Hey, there's a JV football player who jumped on a kid and broke his back. You can put that in, and you can come up with court arguments, court cases.
You could.
And again, data in, data out. But is that going to replace the job of attorneys? I think it could. And you think about the power of internet, healthcare, for instance.
Mm-hmm.
Here's another example. Family member of mine, I won't mention who it is.
Okay.
Family member of mine was having some issues, headaches.
Okay.
And eventually they went and got MRI and CAT scans. The information that you get back from MRI CAT scan might as well be in Mandarin Chinese.
Oh, yeah. Exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
But I did what a friend of mine had done. I took the information that was provided, put it into AI,
Mm-hmm.
and it gave me, and I said, give me a layman's read on this. And it told me exactly what it was.
Yeah.
And then it said, do you want me to give you some of what might be the most severe side effects of this kind of thing?
Mm.
Yeah. Okay. After it did that, then it said, do you want me to give you potential treatments for these kinds of things? Well, yeah. And it gave me that.
Yeah.
So much easier than talking to a doctor.
Right.
And so much cheaper.
Right.
I don't know.
No, exactly.
Is AI the thing that could bring down the cost of things like attorneys and doctors and other stuff?
Certainly, certain things that they offer, I think, definitely will be affected. Wills, things like that. Anything that's boilerplated, that they just plug your name into it.
Right.
All that is just going to be easily, could be reproduced at next to no cost.
Yeah, absolutely. All right.
And then think about consultants. People that come in and tell you, hey, you should do this or you should do that with your business or whatever. If again, there's a database of information out there.
Yeah.
People can go to AI and say, hey, what can I do to market my business? What can I do to?
So that's already having, there's a huge impact. And the name of the consulting firm escapes me right now, but we worked with them while we were at Whirlpool Corporation, and they would bring in the consultants and say, okay, here's what we do. Here's what we want to be doing. Help us think through, is that the right way to go? Is this best in class, thinking about the industry, and how do we get there?
Right.
And they took weeks and probably months gathering data to understand what the current state is and what it would take to get to the future state. And you're right, a lot of that data gathering is menial work, but it's a lot very human intense. And so you have to do that. But once you get that data, take the consultants out, put AI in,
right,
and it's done. And so what they're doing right now is they're instructing this company, this major company. I mean, everyone knows who they are in the Fortune 500. That consulting company is now reinventing how it uses its consultants because of AI. Because AI can do all the stuff that is rote boilerplate for folks, and now focusing their best consultants to say, all right, AI can do your presentation for you. AI can do this. AI can do that. What are you going to be doing? And and it's mostly executing the work that they've been telling people how to do for a long time.
Yeah. No, it's going to change. It's going to change a lot. There's no way it won't, and continues to. And we're just at the beginning. I
know. I'm scared.
Yeah. No, it's crazy.
And that's why we have the video live stream.
Well, and the other thing too, I think about is you got young people today, especially the COVID kids.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That seem to be, as we just talked about the situation with JV football, there seems to be a real issue with young people in interactions together and anger. So you have a group of young people who are coming up who don't have the social skills that maybe other generations do, which would then lean toward more AI because they don't want the personal interaction. They're not good at it.
Yeah.
So then you have people say, well, I would just rather deal with an AI bot. Well, then what do you do with all these people who are very talented and very helpful, very resourceful, but you've got kids that, again, it goes back to the thing of we've basically returned to the days of telegraph. I mean, we'd rather text. We'd rather text.
Clock.
Okay.
Be right back. See, it's the clock. We're We're slaves to the clock, Mike.
We are.
All right. Good morning and welcome back to the WSJM Morning Show. I'm Ken Lundberg. Mike Weibel is here helping me pay the bills. We've got ABC World News next, an update. We'll have a preview of some of the news stories. We were just on the video live stream. I'm sorry, scaring people about AI and the jobs that it's taking. But you're right. I mean, in fact, in the case of consultants, we were talking about a major company that has dealt with major players, even around here, who they're restructuring all of their consultants to think about, okay, how can you use AI as a tool to do all this work that used to take you a long time, and how do we continue adding value to companies?
Right.
And part of that is kind of the bane of people's dealings with consultants is, okay, they tell us what to do and then they take off. Now, not only will they help us understand what we should do to achieve our goals, but now they're going to have to help us execute it.
Right. They'll stay.
Yeah. So anyway, a lot of job turmoil. But you were making the point about social interactions and young people, and that's what I wonder about most is what jobs are there going to be? What's going to be most valued in the workforce?
Yeah.
For the people who are in school right now, in high school right now, in grade school right now, to try to figure out what to do in their careers next.
Well, I think it's going to be one of those things where, again, I can remember I was working at Fifth Third Bank, and one of the tellers that they hired, I said, talking to her, where'd you go to school? I went to school at St. Mary's in South Bend. I said, my daughter goes to school there.
Yeah.
I said, what did you study? She said, library science. And I was like, why was that? Well, I always thought it would be really cool to work at a library like in Spain or something. I said, well, did you ever do that? No. And I said, why? And she goes, well, because they're laying off librarians because of the internet.
Right.
So here was something that she paid, or her parents paid a lot of money
Tens
for
of thousands of dollars
in library science that, you basically could write that in the back of a matchbook now. I mean, it's just a waste.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, no, it's good. Higher education, definitely a lot of great value in that. And again, as if you're a young person and you're thinking about, what should I go study? Study something that has some transferability to it, or diversify your studies. Make sure you've got communications in there, because the one thing that people always think happens but doesn't is communication.
Right.
That human to human interaction is the important thing. Okay. Said the AI. 7:37. It's the WSJM Morning Show. Again, Ken Lundberg here with Mike Weibel. We'll be back on the video live stream here in a second. We've got some more news, though, latest world and national news.
ABC News, I'm Brian Clark. President Trump's been pressuring the Justice Department to bring criminal charges against his political opponents. ABC's Rachel Scott says over the weekend, the president addressed a message on social media to Pam, meaning Attorney General Pam Bondi, in which he wrote, "Something must be done,"
adding, "We can't delay any longer. It's killing our reputation and credibility. Justice must be served now." President Trump calling for cases against Democratic Senator Adam Schiff, former FBI Director James Comey, and New York Attorney General Letitia James.
Today, the president's expected to make an announcement on autism, and the Washington Post is reporting the administration will link Tylenol use in pregnancy to autism. Tylenol's manufacturer says science shows the drug is safe. Tens of thousands celebrated the life and work of Charlie Kirk at a memorial for the conservative activist in Arizona. And the UK and Australia said they'll recognize a Palestinian state, angering Israel as the UN General Assembly begins. This is ABC News.
WSJM News Now. Team coverage from the WSJM Newsroom on News Talk Sports 94.9 WSJM.
7:38. It's the WSJM Morning Show. I'm Ken Lundberg. Here with me is Mike Weibel. Some of the news stories that we're covering today from the WSJM Newsroom. As we've been reporting, a Lakeshore High School junior varsity football player was hospitalized late last week after being injured during a game against Kalamazoo Central. If you saw the video, you might have been horrified, especially if you were a parent. Video shows an opposing player jumping on the 15-year-old during the third quarter, resulting in what the parent confirms are 2 spinal fractures. We'll tell you a little bit more about that story, what might be happening as a result of that in a few moments. That's coming up just after 8 o'clock here on the WSJM Morning Show. Other news stories, Berrien County saw fewer drug overdose deaths last year. That's according to the latest medical examiner's report. We'll tell you what else happened with the deaths in the medical examiner's report here coming up just after 8 o'clock. Also, you might notice some additional activity around the Cook Nuclear Power Plant. Unit 2 is offline for its 28th refueling outage. Indiana Michigan Power says the unit was powered down over the weekend for maintenance and refueling. And Unit 1 remains at full power and will continue supplying electricity during the outage. So we'll cover those stories and a bit more coming up just after 8 o'clock here on the WSJM Morning Show. We've got sports from Dave Wolf. We'll continue on the video live stream. Right now, though, the latest state news.
The Michigan News.
Over the weekend, Stephanie and Samuel and I went to, I think it was Eau Claire, and picked grapes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we picked grapes and we picked apples. It was at a U-Pick farm that we had been at before.
Okay.
And apparently this was like their first weekend of being open for U-Pick this season.
What kind of apples?
I think we got... I don't think we got the Gala. Maybe we got the Gala apples. Stephanie, what did we get? It was at Prilwitz Farms.
Oh, yeah.
Prilwitz Farms. And they do a fantastic job there. They really do. You drive up. It's out in the middle of the country. It's beautiful. Yeah, they're a Gala. She confirmed. Thank you.
Morning, Stephanie.
Mike says good morning. The Gala apples. So where was I going with it? Oh, so it's out in the middle of Eau Claire somewhere. You drive in and they all welcome you there. You got to pay a $2 deposit for the scissors. I forgot the scissors. My mom, for whatever reason, because she was a quilter and a collector.
Okay.
So if you're a quilter, you know that if you're a quilter and a collector, it's a double dip to the collections.
Okay.
I have a box full of scissors. Tons of every kind of scissor that you could ever imagine. Because my mom, she just always had scissors. Little scissors shaped like storks, big scissors with the shear scissors. Everything. I forgot my scissors. Yeah, I know. I know. $2 deposit though.
Stephanie was so disappointed.
No, because we paid the $2 deposit. Another problem of modern society, we didn't have cash.
Oh yeah.
And they wanted $2 cash. So we were scrounging through the ashtrays and everything else. Came up with $2 and change. Yeah. So we got Concord grapes, which are Sam's favorite. I'll show you a picture. I'll show you here. Oh, Stephanie says good morning.
I buy. We usually get our Christmas tree at Bradowig Farms in Stevensville.
Yeah.
And they take cash or Venmo, like two ends of the spectrum.
Cash or Venmo.
Yeah.
Look at that. Are those beautiful grapes? Can the camera see that? Kinda. Anyway,
no,
you can see it.
Not yet, anyhow.
You can see it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Aren't those beautiful?
Oh, yeah, they can see it.
Okay. And then let's see if I can get Sam.
Concord grapes?
Here's Sam eating a grape.
Of course.
Sam's eating a grape. Let's see, what else do we have here? There's Stephanie picking grapes. Oh, and then I got artistic. It's a little flower. How pretty is that?
Nice.
See the flower?
Oh, yeah.
A pretty little flower. Yeah. Had nothing to do with grape. Oh, and we also did the U-Pick plums.
Oh, they have U-Pick plums?
They did.
Are they good?
I have not eaten one of the plums yet.
Okay.
But they looked beautiful. The tree that we were at actually had this weird thing going on where most of them were co-joined.
Oh.
There were like two plums
right
growing out in a really
awkward way.
Well, it made for a lot of fun jokes.
I'm sure it did.
Yeah.
Yep.
So anyway,
my father-in-law, one of his favorite things that his wife used to make for him is plum kuchen, cake.
Oh, plum kuchen.
Plum kuchen.
So kuchen is German for cake?
Yeah.
Kuchen.
Yeah.
Huh.
So he has tried.
What's the German word for chocolate?
I don't know. Chocolate.
Okay.
So he's trying to reproduce it because it's Italian plums.
Okay.
Specific kind of plum, and then
You sure they weren't tomatoes? Plum tomatoes?
No.
Okay.
No. And then he will get like pizza crust, and then put plums on the pizza crust, trying to reproduce what she did. It's horrific, just simply horrific.
Okay.
It's pizza bread with plums laid on top of
it. It sounds good.
It's not bad, but it's not. That's not the.
It's not your preference.
My wife went back and found her mother's recipe that was mostly in German, and then translated it the best she could to get a version of it.
Yeah.
That he was like, eh.
Did Heidi know German?
She could understand it. She didn't speak it fluently, but
yeah,
somebody was talking. She could tell you what they were saying.
Deutscher Schokoladenkuchen.
There you go.
That's German chocolate cake.
Yeah.
Deutscher Schokoladenkuchen. That's fun. We should have some German chocolate cake in here.
There we go.
That sounds really good. Do you like plums?
I do.
Okay. So, do you like prunes?
Yeah.
That's one of the things my dad always had in the house were prunes and prune juice.
Yeah. My grandfather, I was so heavy on prunes.
I wonder, do households now have like tons of prune juice, or was that just a weird thing that my dad did?
We don't have prune juice, but he likes prunes. So
yeah. Okay.
And pickled beets and pickles and sauerkraut and all that.
Yeah. Have we talked about pickled watermelon before?
I don't think we have.
Okay. Have you ever had pickled watermelon?
I have not.
Pickled watermelon rind.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I can see that.
Yeah. If you ever have it in like with allspice and stuff like that, it's really good.
Really?
Yeah. It's super good. It might be a Southern thing, but maybe it has its roots in Europe somewhere.
Huh.
But yeah, so pickled, because we were talking about pickles last week, and I hadn't had a good pickle in a while. And so last week I should report an update on that. I dug through the refrigerator, and we did have dill pickle chips, and I put them on a cheeseburger made with Impossible meat.
Yeah.
And with secret ingredients that I still won't tell Stephanie as to how I made it taste so delicious.
Oh.
Little sliders. I put pickles and cheese on mine.
Okay.
And they're so good.
Aldi has good pickles.
Do they?
Yeah.
Is it like Aldi brand?
I don't know if it's an Aldi brand, but they have different stuff that you get than at Meijer or Martin's.
Okay.
One of the things that my father, they're like, I'd almost say that they're half pickled pickles. They're very crunchy.
Oh yeah, I like that.
And they're not, and they're spicy as well, but they are not as soft as like a pickle.
Yeah. I don't want a soft pickle. I want a good crunchy pickle. I want to know that I'm eating a pickle.
Yes. Yeah. He likes his pickles.
So people know I grew up in the Pacific Northwest, and Michiganders, I've met a number of folks who have said, we farmed. What'd you farm? Oh, my family, we grew pickles.
Right.
You can't grow pickles. I said, what do you mean you grew pickles? And we grew the pickling cucumbers. It's like, oh, okay, that makes sense. You didn't grow pickles.
No.
But they grew pickles.
Right. That's what they made out of them.
But you can pickle anything.
Right.
All right. Okay. We've got more to talk about here in a moment. We've got to do the Moody on the Market update. It's right here on WSJM.
Activity will be south and east of us. High temperatures today at 75. We'll drop to 64 tonight, still with a few showers. And tomorrow, partly sunny skies, a few showers here and there, and high still right around 75. We'll top out in the mid-70s again on Wednesday. I'm Chief Meteorologist Carrie Peugeot.
The Morning Show with Ken and Friends on 94.9 WSJM.
See, that's why you're here, because you're thinking.
That's right.
You're thinking. 747. WSJM Morning Show continues. I'm Ken Lundberg. Mike Weibel is here with us. And it's Monday, September 22nd.
It is already.
Last
week of September.
Last week. Hard to believe.
Isn't it?
Man, where did September go? Where did the summer go?
Right.
Where did 2025 go?
Where did it go?
Where did the 2000s go? I don't know what it is. We'll get to the Moody on the Market update in just a moment, but I know exactly what it is. I have looked up a lot of stuff on this 3i Atlas. Have you and I talked about this?
Yeah.
3i? Okay.
Yeah.
So for that reason, because we talked about it and because I looked up a lot of information about it, my social media feeds keep flooding me with 3i Atlas stuff. This we're talking about the interstellar asteroid or comet or alien spaceship, whatever it is, that's zooming around our solar system right now. And I would say probably 98% of the stuff that I get on that is talking about alien invasion.
Okay.
Yeah. So my algorithm is totally polluted right now. What do you do with a polluted algorithm?
I think you have to start asking other questions to kind of get that.
I just want to clean.
Down.
No, I want to clean its memory. I want that to be gone.
Well, I don't think they get.
I mean, unless of course there are aliens getting ready to invade.
So you
That's a whole.
You don't want to be unfriendly.
No, exactly right. Anyway, all right, let's do our Moody on the Market update before 3i Atlas comes back up. Moody on the Market update is brought to you by Insurance Management Service. Call IMS today. They are your local auto owners insurance agency in St. Joseph and in Niles, because it is the first day of fall.
Yeah, that's right.
As you pointed out.
The what? Solstice?
It's the autumnal equinox. Yeah, so you're on the right track, though, because we have the autumnal equinox,
yes,
and we have the vernal equinox. So those are directly opposed to each other on the calendar. If the calendar is a circle, the autumnal equinox is now way there on the other side of the circle is the vernal equinox, which is spring.
Right.
And then we have the summer solstice and the winter solstice. The next thing we'll have is the winter solstice, which happens around like December 20th, 21st, 22nd, somewhere around there, depending on how the earth is wobbling.
Yes. Wobble.
Wobble. But because it's the autumnal equinox, and did I say that right? Yeah, the autumnal equinox.
Yeah.
And this is the first official day of meteorological fall.
At 2:19.
At 2:19 this afternoon, Eastern time. That's when fall begins. All the leaves are on notice to turn, brown.
Jump off their branch.
Do the jump. Yep. It'll be fun to watch. It'll be like the Northern Lights. No, we're just kidding. We thought we'd talk about Fall Prevention Awareness Week.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Area Agency on Aging says, did you know, they posed this question, did you know that falling is not a normal part of aging?
Well, good to know.
Yeah. Older adults can prevent falls by doing the right exercises, making their homes safer, getting regular health checkups, and utilizing the Area Agency on Aging's fall prevention resources. So this week, September 22nd through the 26th, is National Falls Prevention Awareness Week. And they are celebrating by bringing awareness to the leading cause of injury for adults 65 and over, falling.
Yep, I can see that.
I'm not in that age range yet.
No.
But I over the summertime, I took a spill. Because I was trying to avoid stepping and squashing Russell.
Oh,
because he moved at the wrong time and he was underfoot, blah, blah, blah. And I tell you, for like 3 or 4 weeks, my shoulder was just killing me because that's what I used to cushion my fall.
Right.
Can you imagine if I was in the age range where, your body's not as able to recover as quickly?
Or if you crushed your shoulder and had to have surgery.
Oh, have you done that?
No.
Oh, okay, good. I'm glad.
Thank you.
This week, it's a nationwide observance with state coalitions and partners to raise awareness on preventing falls, reducing the risk of falls, and helping older adults live without the fear of falling. So the Area Agency on Aging is hosting an award-winning falls prevention class, A Matter of Balance. It'll be Tuesdays from now through December 2nd, 1 to 3 p.m. They won't have class on Veterans Day, but other Tuesdays they will. It'll be at the Area Agency on Aging at 2900 Lakeview Avenue in St. Joseph. It's an 8-week evidence-based class designed to manage falls and increase activity levels. Participants are going to learn how to view falls as controllable, set goals for increasing activity, always a good thing, make changes to reduce fall risks at home, and exercise to increase strength and balance.
Mm-hmm.
Now, there's a little fee, $20 book fee for this. They have scholarships if you can't afford that, but you can sign up by going to their website. We have a link in our article at moodyonthemarket.com. So remember, it's fall, and it's Falls Prevention Week.
I have a great suggestion for this.
All right.
And that is at 219. Remember when the flash mobs were big?
Yes.
Flash mob 219.
We all
wherever
fall.
You're at, everybody falls down.
We all fall down. Not a good idea.
No, but I mean, you don't have to like throw yourself on the ground, but all lay down. People can be like, "What the heck's going on?"
Yeah,
it's fall. You don't want to fall.
No. Let's modify it too. At 2:19 this afternoon, instead of falling, we all stand up.
Oh, okay.
For fall prevention.
Okay,
yeah, we'll stand up against fall.
Stand up against fall.
Fall. Yeah, we're standing up against fall. Very nice.
They say one of the major causes of people falling is lack of hand strength.
Lack of hand strength.
Yeah.
Why?
People get older, they lose hand strength. So when you're younger and you go to fall, you grab something
to
hold on to.
Yeah.
The older you get, the less active you are. You lose hand strength, and when you do, then when you go to grab something, you don't have the strength to hold yourself up or just steady yourself. That's one of the major exercises when you get older that people don't do is keep their hand strength up.
Hand strength. That makes a lot of sense. and thus the reason for the handrails.
Yes.
On my front steps that the city made me put in.
Exactly.
Okay.
Well, and then you have my father-in-law who sits in his walker and pedals with a floor pedaler and has his headphones on because he can't hear the TV, and then has those hand gripper things.
Yeah.
And that's what he's doing at 8:00 at night. He's doing hand gripper, and that's why he's 100 and he'll live forever.
That is so awesome. I had the opportunity to meet him recently.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Yeah.
He probably didn't register.
No, he's a little overwhelmed.
Yeah. So anyway.
I mean, he's being a celebrity like Ken Lumberg.
Well, hey, come on. 7:50.
He's just bedazzled.
7:54. It's the WSJM Morning Show. Back with more in just a moment.
Rich Brandon, Tara Halsey.
Yeah, I mean, because, anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, falling stinks.
Yeah, it stinks.
So I got my handrail up on my front porch.
Yeah. How's that going?
It is fine.
You don't like it.
Well,
it bugs you.
I kind of like it now. And here's what I like about it, that I put it up and it's stayed up so far.
Okay. Well,
the real test, however, is going to be Halloween.
Oh.
Because all the kids, all the parents, everybody else is going to be running up and down the porch steps. Well, I mean, in recent years, it's been a little bit dropped off, but I think last year we had some pretty good attendance for trick-or-treaters. But if it can survive Halloween, I think it'll be good to go.
We don't have any trick-or-treaters where we're at.
No.
There's none. No.
Because you have military guard outside the area?
Yeah, it's the helicopter.
ICE is there.
Yeah.
We had Izzy DiMaggio on a couple I guess was it last week or a couple of weeks ago, and he came in and he was like, yeah, this time of the morning got black buses going up and down the highway. I think the government's here. It's like no. It's the folks working for the Palisades because they're trucking in workers. They've got 2,000 workers up there right now getting ready for the turn on at Palisades.
That's crazy.
Yeah, we're trying to book somebody to come in from Palisades nuclear power plant to talk with us a little bit about this historic moment where they're going to basically flip the switch. It's not going to be like that, but they'll have a ceremonial flipping of the switch. But that's going to happen this fall.
It's exciting.
Yeah, or this fall or this winter, depending on how things go with the Nuclear Regulatory Commission stuff. And Indiana, I saw over the weekend that they're having problems with their grid is overtaxed, and so remember they were luring all the data centers in. Now they don't have the power to power them.
Yeah, so now it's like, oops.
Yeah. Oops. I guess we should have given them to Michigan.
Yeah.
Who has 2 nuclear power plants in a 10-mile radius.
Right.
All right. 7:56 WSJM Morning Show. We've got. Let's see. Am I doing this right? 1, 2, 3. Okay, I've got to move a couple of things. Do. What else, Mike?
Well,
it's going to rain this week.
It is. It's going to be a rainy week, which those are always dismal.
Yeah.
It was supposed to rain. It was supposed to be cloudy all day yesterday. The sun came out for a while, which was
annoying.
Really nice. No, it was great.
Oh, it was nice. Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah. No, it was nice. No, the only reason I said it was annoying is because I had kind of settled in, and it's like Stephanie and I were going to watch 28 Years Later.
Oh.
Because there's the series of movies. There's the trilogy of 28 Days Later, 28 Weeks Later, and now 28 Years Later.
Oh.
And these are movies about a virus, the rage virus, that basically infects parts of the world. And the zombies are really fast. They're not zombies. They're infected. They're infected types. But we're settling in to watch that. But then the sun came out, and the glare on the TV was like, come outside, do something outside. So we did.
You must.
We went and took a walk.
Yeah.
All right. 7:58 WSJM Morning Show continues. Next hour, we'll be visiting with our friends from Cornerstone Alliance, and we'll also have Always Learning with Barry and Risa. That's coming up as well. So tune in for that. We appreciate you joining us on the video live stream today. We'll be back in just a couple of moments. It is the WSJM Morning Show.
They know the rules and they don't cut corners. Trust the people that care, who know how to do it right the first time. All you need to do is work with McGee's once to see the difference, and they'll be the first call every time. Feel at ease with McGee's. Call today for your estimate. Feel at ease with McGee's. Your local Bryant Factory authorized dealer.
From the Pat Moody Studios, this is WSJM FM Benton Harbor St. Joseph, a product of Midwest Family Marketing and Media. Proudly serving our community. The Morning Show with Ken Lundberg on WSJM.
7:59, just a minute away from 8 o'clock. At 8 o'clock, we'll have the latest world and national news from ABC. I don't think we got in trouble this hour. Did we do okay?
I think we did.
Yeah, we did okay.
And if we did, anything we said that was offensive was of our own personal opinion.
Yes. I bet Jimmy Kimmel wishes he could say that.
I bet so.
Yeah. Do you think he's going to get back on the air?
I don't know.
Yeah, I bet not, because I saw over the weekend, we talked about this last week, Jimmy Kimmel, his show on temporary hiatus or permanent hiatus, whoever knows how it's going to filter out. But there's Nexstar, which is buying a bunch of ABC stations. And then there was another deal going on where Disney wants to buy another streaming service.
Right.
That has to go before federal review. And so it's like, it all goes back to the dollar.
It does.
The almighty dollar. Yeah. That's what's happening. Okay. Well, anyway, more on that later. It is time for news from ABC. Good morning. It's 8 o'clock.
From ABC News,